Greetings, my dear friends. This is SoulWeaver. Today I want to talk about something that is always with us, something we see every day but rarely notice, something that opens the door to the soul. About the eyes. It is no accident that on the thumbnails of my videos, I use close-ups of people's eyes. There is something mystical about the eyes, something that cannot be put into words. Something that makes us stop and stare. Have you noticed? Sometimes you look into the eyes of a stranger and you instantly understand their intentions. They smile, but their eyes are cold. They say yes, but their eyes say no. They have not spoken a word, and yet you already know. Is this a gift? Is it given to only a few? I do not know. But I notice it constantly. Science tells us pupils dilate when we are interested. They constrict when we are displeased or frightened. Blinking increases when a person lies. A glance up and to the left may mean the person is remembering.
Up and to the right, they are constructing. All of this can be measured. All of this can be calculated. But science cannot explain why sometimes a single glance is enough for you to know everything. Without any analysis, without watching the pupils, you simply know. The Bible says, "The eye is the lamp of the body." If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light. What does this mean? Perhaps the eyes are not just an organ of sight. Perhaps they are a window through which light enters the soul, or through which the soul peers out. If the window is clean, the light passes without distortion. If it is dirty, then what you see and what others see in you is distorted. In Hinduism, there is the concept of the third eye. It is not a physical organ. It is the center of intuition, located between the eyebrows. When it is open, you see not only the external world, but also the internal one. You see the truth. You see the divine. Perhaps when we look into another's eyes, we are not looking into their pupil. We are looking into their third eye, and they into ours. In Sufism, it is said, "The eyes are the gateway to the heart." If the heart is pure, the gaze will be pure. If the heart is black, the gaze will be black. You cannot hide what is inside you. It always comes out through your eyes. You can smile, you can speak beautiful words, you can play a role, but your eyes will betray you, always. In ancient Egypt, the eye symbol, the wadjet, was one of the most sacred. The eye of Horus. It protected against evil. It brought wisdom. It was drawn on amulets, on sarcophagi, on ships. The eye saw everything. The eye knew everything. The eye is not just an organ. It is a symbol of omniscience. In Christianity, the eye is often depicted inside a triangle, the eye of Providence. It looks at us from dollar bills, from frescoes, from Masonic symbols. It reminds us, you are being watched, not only by people, by something greater. Perhaps God, perhaps the universe, perhaps your own soul. Now let us think about how the eye is structured. It is not just a sphere. It is an incredibly complex organ. The cornea, the iris, the lens, the retina, rods and cones, the optic nerve. Scientists say the eye is an extension of the brain. It does not merely receive light, it processes it. The retina is part of the central nervous system. It performs a preliminary analysis of the image before the signal even reaches the brain. But the most amazing part is the iris. The pattern of the iris is unique to each person, like a fingerprint, like DNA. No one else has the same pattern. No one. Even identical twins have different patterns. This is not an accident. It is a signature, your signature, carried in your eyes. Sometimes I look into a person's eyes and see not only them, I see their past, I see their pain, I see their hopes. I cannot explain how I do it, I simply see. Or do I imagine it? Perhaps I am projecting. Perhaps I am seeing myself. Perhaps it is my own shadow looking back at me from another's eyes. In psychology, there is the concept of empathy, the ability to feel what another feels. Some people are born with this gift, others develop it over years. But there are moments when empathy works instantly. You look into the eyes and you know. You do not reason, you do not analyze, you know. I think that in those moments, something deeper than empathy is activated, something that scientists cannot explain. In neuroscience, there is the concept of mirror neurons. They activate when we see an action performed by another. If someone cries, our mirror neurons trigger sadness. If someone laughs, they trigger joy. But this does not explain the instantaneous understanding of intentions. Mirror neurons take time. A gaze is instantaneous. Perhaps it is intuition. Perhaps it is the subconscious processing thousands of micro-expressions in a fraction of a second. Perhaps the brain is simply faster than we are? I do not know. But I know that when I trust this feeling, I am rarely wrong. And when I ignore it, I often regret it. In ancient Greece, it was believed that the eyes emit rays. You look at something, and invisible rays travel from your eyes and touch the object. Pythagoras believed this. Plato did as well. Later, this theory was rejected. But what if there is something to it? What if the eyes truly emit something? Not light, not heat, something else. Energy, thought, intention. In Indian culture, there is the concept of drishti, the gaze that can bless or curse. It is believed that the eyes of a sage can transmit knowledge. The eyes of a saint can heal. The eyes of an envious person can harm. Drishti is not merely a glance, it is power. It is energy that flows from the heart through the eyes. I have noticed that when I look into a person's eyes with love, they become calmer. When I look with irritation, they become nervous. I do not speak a word. I change nothing in my expression. I simply look. And they feel it. Perhaps it is just my imagination. Perhaps it is the expectation effect. Perhaps they are reacting to something else. I do not know, but I have tested this many times, and the effect repeated. Modern science has shown that eye contact affects heart rhythm. When two people look into each other's eyes, their heartbeats synchronize. This has been proven. But what is transmitted between them? Not words, not gestures, something more subtle. Perhaps this is what the ancients called drishti. In Tibetan Buddhism, there is the practice of the thousand-eyed gaze. The meditator imagines having 1,000 eyes that see all the suffering of the world, and they send compassion through those eyes. Practitioners say that this gaze can change reality. I do not know if this is true, but I know that when I look at the world with compassion, the world responds in kind. Perhaps it is self-suggestion, or perhaps it is not. The eyes are not only a mirror of the soul, they are also a conduit. Through our eyes, we receive 80% of our information about the world, but we give back just as much through them. We look, and we are seen. We judge, and we are judged. We love, and we are loved, all through the eyes. In the Bible, there is the story of Peter denying Jesus 3 times. And after the 3rd denial, Jesus looked at him, and the Lord turned and looked at Peter. and Peter went out and wept bitterly. One glance, no words, no gesture. One glance that changed everything. I think that glance is not fiction. It is real, and it is available to everyone. You do not need to be a saint to express forgiveness or a call to conscience through your gaze. You just need to look, truly look, without looking away, without blinking, without fear. In Sufi poetry, the image of the lover who kills with a single glance is common. It is a metaphor. But every metaphor contains a grain of truth. A glance can wound. A glance can heal. A glance can make a person change a decision they had been contemplating for weeks. In the modern world, we have forgotten how to look into each other's eyes. We look at screens, at phones, at monitors. We look away when someone looks at us. We fear eye contact. Because eye contact is vulnerability. It is an acknowledgement that the other person exists, that they see me, that they can judge me. I have noticed that when I walk down the street and look into the eyes of passers-by, most turn away. They are not ready. They are afraid. But sometimes, someone looks back, and in that moment, a connection is formed, non-verbal, inexplicable. We are strangers. We will never speak to each other, but we looked, and something happened. Perhaps this is what we are here for, not to speak, not to do, but to look, to see, to be seen. In Hinduism, the god Shiva has a third eye. It is usually closed. When he opens it, he burns everything it falls upon. This is not literal flame. It is the flame of truth. Truth burns illusions. When we look into another's eyes without fear, we open our third eye, and we burn the lies between us. In Christianity, there is the concept of the pure in heart. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Seeing God is not about seeing an old man on a cloud. It is about seeing reality without distortion. And for that, you need a pure heart and a pure gaze. Then, in every person, you will see God, in their eyes. In Buddhism, there is the practice of Tonglen. You take in another's suffering through your heart and give them happiness. This practice begins with the gaze. You look into the other's eyes and imagine their pain entering you and your joy flowing out to them. Without words, without touch, only the gaze. I have tried this. It works. Not every time, not with everyone, but it works. You look into their eyes and the person changes. Their face becomes calmer. Their breath evens out. They do not know what you are doing, but they feel it. Now let us think about what we see when we look into the eyes, not another's, our own, in the mirror. What do you see? Your own eyes. And what is behind them? Who is there? Who is looking at you from the depths of your pupil? Is it you or someone else? In Tibetan tradition, there is the practice of contemplating one's own reflection. You look into a mirror without looking away, without blinking, for several minutes. Gradually, your face begins to change. It becomes unfamiliar. You see yourself, but you do not recognize yourself. And then you see not yourself. You see emptiness. You see the absence of a permanent self. It is shocking. It is frightening. It is liberating. I have tried this. It truly works. After a minute of contemplation, I stop recognizing my own face. It becomes foreign. After 2 minutes, I see not a face but a mask. And then, the eyes looking back at me.
And I understand. The one looking is not me. It is the witness, the observer, the soul. The Bible says, "For now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face." We see dimly. We cannot make out the truth, but the time will come when we will see face to face. Perhaps that time is now. Perhaps every time we look into another's eyes, we see face to face. Not God, but His reflection. I do not know if God exists. I do not know if the soul exists. I do not know if thoughts can be read through the eyes. But I know that when I look into a person's eyes, I feel a connection. I feel that we are not separate. We are parts of a single whole, and the eyes are the bridge. In the age of social media, we post millions of photographs. But look closely at them. People look into the camera. But what is in their gaze? Emptiness? Fear? A desire to be liked? Rarely calmness. Rarely sincerity. Because they know they are being watched, but they do not know by whom, and they do not know why.
Try looking into a person's eyes in real life. Do not look away. Do not blink. Do not smile. Just look. And you will see what you will never see on a screen. Their soul. Or your own. And now, listen to the silence between these words. Have you ever felt it? When you look into another's eyes and suddenly you realize they are looking into you, not at your face, into you, into what is hidden behind your eyes, into what you yourself do not always see. In that moment, boundaries disappear. You stop being separate. You become part of something greater. You see not them, you see yourself, and they see themselves in you. This is not magic. This is reality. We just forgot how to look at it. We are used to looking at screens. We are used to looking through people. But when you look into eyes, you stop looking through. You begin to see. And what you see is not a face. It is a soul, luminous, infinite, and it is looking at you, always. Just look, just do not turn away, and you will see. This is SoulWeaver. If this resonated with you, subscribe, stay. We are just beginning. Until next time, dream, question, and remember, no one really knows, but it's beautiful to think about.